The Clockwork Labyrinth.
Our penultimate quest is before us, a labyrinth deep within the castle's clock tower. It seems that our penultimate quest is before us, a labyrinth deep within the... Oh, wait, what just happened? Didn't I just say that? Did I just go back in time? Until then, remember, every story is a new horizon. Hang on! That sentence is not supposed to come out of my mouth yet. We're in the future? Okay, back to the present, I think. Ooh, weird. This place is clearly influenced by time. The past, the present, and the future. And it looks like this clockwork labyrinth will require navigating all three. Today, we'll be looking at the literary element of tense in writing. Past tense, present tense, and future tense. First, we'll need to correctly identify each tense used in the labyrinth. Then, if we can utilize and revise each tense in writing, we should be able to pass through this maze safely, completing this challenge of tenses in a timely manner. Hear that? Sounds like our cue. Into the labyrinth of tenses we go. As you may know, tense refers to a verb form that indicates time. By changing these verb forms, we can express whether something happened before, during, or after the current moment. So, in order to navigate this clockwork labyrinth, we should map out which tenses we're tackling. Mia, any robot gadgets that might help us? Yeah, the Holomapper 3000 would work. Go for it. Here's Mia's top-down recreation of the labyrinth. Looks like first we'll dive into past tense, then present tense, and finally future tense. As we practice each one, we'll find our way through the labyrinth. By the way, you've probably heard of these verb tenses before. Take a moment to look at the 3 example paragraphs in your PDF. Identify the tense of each paragraph, then underline any clues in the text that helped you figure it out. Ask yourself if the events already happened, are currently happening, or will happen in the future. Pause the video and resume when you're ready. The first paragraph is in future tense, which describes events that are going to happen. In fiction, writers don't typically use future tense for an entire story, but it's often used in dialogue and other specific instances. You might have noticed verbs like are going to and will used to talk about future events. The second paragraph is in past tense. Past tense, which is the most common tense used in fiction, describes events that have already happened. It's as if the narrator is recounting them. We can tell it's past tense by the verbs like swirled and were looking. Finally, the third paragraph is in present tense, which is used to describe events currently happening. When fiction is written in present tense, it can feel engaging and immediate, like the story is unfolding in real time. Again, verbs like smiles and growls help hint at the present tense. Now that we've reviewed what past, present, and future tenses are, let's think about how we use verb tenses in different genres. Does genre affect verb tense? Science fiction stories often happen in the future, so are they written in future tense? And historical fiction takes place in the past. Does it have to be in past tense? Nope. When it comes to narrative writing, authors can choose the verb tense that works best for their story, regardless of the story's time period or setting. What's important is that the tense they choose remains consistent throughout the story. Stories with mixed up tenses can be very confusing. Like, for instance, the heroes will continue to the castle. Soon they defeated the shadow of monotony. They are rescuing Storyweaver the Bard. Huh? That's how I felt at the beginning of this lesson, getting pulled back and forth in time. Ugh. That's why, when writing, It's super important to check and make sure your tense is consistent and clear throughout your story. As we continue this lesson, feel free to review page 3 in your PDF if you need more support in identifying and using these tenses correctly. So, let's practice these tenses by heading into the maze. Past tense. Past tense. Looks like a dead end, Mia. Did we take a wrong turn? Looks like a dead end, Mia. Did we take a wrong turn? What the? Wait, I think I get it. To progress, we need to describe what's happening in the past. Something like, Caroline and Mia are looking around the labyrinth helplessly. They wonder where to turn. Yeah, my bad. That's not past tense, is it? How should we revise these verbs to make this description past tense? There's more than one way to revise tenses, but an example, are looking, can be changed to were looking, and wonder into wondered. Another image in the wall of the labyrinth. It looks like it's your turn. In your PDF, correct the error in the past tense image description, then add one more past tense sentence of your own describing more about the image. Pause now and resume when you're finished. The verb glints should be changed to glinted to keep the past tense consistent. Double check your own sentence too to make sure it's in the past tense. It worked! The clock tower labyrinth is shifting gears all around us into present tense, according to Mia's map. Let's go. Another dead end? What now? Whoa! It's like another me and another Mia standing and talking in the labyrinth. But that's what we're doing right now. We need to use the present tense. With confusion, Caroline and Mia stare at their reflections. They saw themselves exactly as they were. But I think I've made a mistake here. Help me out? Right. Saw and were indicate the past. Let's change them to see and are. Another image on the wall. Now it's your turn to practice with present tense in your PDF. As before, revise and then add to this image description. Pause until you're ready to resume. We have 3 errors here. Rested, pondered, and didn't notice are all in the past tense. Instead, they should be in the present tense. Rests, ponders, and doesn't notice. Again, double check your own added sentence carefully too. The labyrinth is shifting again. One more tense to go. Future. I can see the end of the labyrinth just through that window, but how? Wait, that's me. Young Caroline of the past. It's me, Caroline from the future. Guess what? Storyweaver the Bard is right up these stairs behind me. How do I know? Because you already told me. Time to get my autograph and save Genreland. Bye! Now we know those stairs will lead us to Storyweaver, but hang on, we know that because I told myself. But then how did me? My brain is melting. Alright then, let's use the future tense to describe what we'll be doing soon. Caroline of the future climbs the stairs, and Mia floats close behind. She went to rescue Storyweaver and get his autograph. Can we revise this to make it clear it occurs in the future? Instead of present tense climbs and floats, we can say will climb and will float. And went is past tense, so we might change that to is going to go or something similar. Looks like it's time for your final tense challenge in your PDF. This time, describe the image all by yourself in 3 future tense sentences. If you want, you can try starting with this sentence stem. During their vacation next summer. Pause here and resume when you're done. Your answers will vary, but make sure you've written in the future tense. Here's my example. During their vacation next summer, Jared and Caitlin are going to go scuba diving. It will be Caitlin's first time diving in the ocean. They'll see beautiful turtles and blue fish. Those clock sounds! Have we done it? Let's go! We've reached the end of the Clockwork Labyrinth. Our penultimate quest is complete. Ah, young Caroline of the past. It's me. Yeah, we already know. Story weavers up the stairs, weird bootstrap paradox, etc., etc., etc. That autograph, though, soon. Now, we escaped the labyrinth. We stand ready to face the shadow of monotony, and we will succeed. Let's see. That's past, present, and yep, got 'em all. Our final quest awaits. Until then, remember, every story is a new horizon. See you next time.